thinkers pave way towards economic enlightenment. This gathering serves as a unique forum where economists from diverse backgrounds and perspectives come together to engage in a vibrant discussion, share their nuanced understanding of economic concepts, and collectively strive towards identifying the most appropriate positions to address the challenges of our time. As we embark on this journey of intellectual exploration and discourse, let us seize this opportunity to harness the collective wisdom of our community and chart a course towards a more prosperous and equitable future. It is with this great honor that I stand before you today to address a topic that is not only crucial, but also timely. The greater involvement of economists in economic decision-making processes, which is undeniably critical to the achievement of sustainable growth. As economists, we are not merely observers of economic phenomena. Rather, we are the architects of solutions, the stewards of prosperity, and the guardians of the future. Our discipline offers invaluable insights into the complex interplay of markets, policies, and human behavior, providing a roadmap towards sustainable and inclusive growth. The world stands at crossroads, facing a myriad of economic challenges ranging from climate change and income inequality to technological disruption and global pandemics. These changes demand bold and innovative solutions grounded in evidence-based policy making and informed by the principles of economic theory. Yet, despite the wealth of knowledge and expertise in our disposal, economists in most developing countries have often found themselves relegated to the sidelines of decision-making processes, overshadowed by political considerations or short-term interests. This must change in order to realize the potential of our economies. The stakes are simply too high for us to remain passive observers. First and foremost, greater involvement of economists in economic decision-making processes will ensure that policies are grounded in sound economic principles and empirical evidence. Too often, we have witnessed the consequences of ill-conceived policies driven by ideology rather than rational analysis. By actively engaging economists in the decision-making process, we can help steer policymakers away from costly mistakes and towards more effective and efficient solutions. Moreover, economists bring a unique perspective to the table, one that emphasizes long-term thinking and systematic analysis. In a world plagued by short-termism and narrow-mindedness, we have a duty to advocate for policies that promote sustainable growth, not just for this generation, but for the generation to come. Whether it's addressing the existential threat of climate change or tackling the root causes of poverty and inequality, economists have a central role to play in shaping policies that promote the well-being of the society as a whole. Furthermore, economists can help foster transparency, accountability, and good governance. By subjecting policy proposals to rigorous scrutiny and analysis, economists can help ensure that decisions are made in the public interest rather than for the benefit of a select few. In an era marked by growing distrust in institutions, restoring faith in the integrity of decision-making processes is essential for maintaining social cohesion and political stability. But achieving greater involvement of economists in economic decision process is not without its challenges. It requires a concerted effort to bridge the gap between academia and policy making, to overcome entrenched interests and vested powers, and to communicate complex economic concepts in a way that is accessible and compelling to policymakers and the public. To that end, we must redouble our efforts to engage with the policymakers to build bridges between the worlds of theory and practice and to foster a culture of collaboration and mutual respect. We must invest in education and capacity building initiatives to ensure that policymakers have access to the latest research and analytical tools. And we must seize every opportunity to communicate the relevance and importance of economics to the broader public, dispelling myths and misconceptions along the way. In conclusion, the greater involvement of economists in economic decision-making processes is not just desirable, it is essential. As stewards of prosperity and guardians of the future, we have a responsibility to advocate for policies that promote sustainable and inclusive growth. By harnessing the power of economics to inform decision-making, we can build a brighter and more prosperous future for all. Thank you very much.